Now you will need Mum and Dad to help you with this because you need to go round your garden or go for a walk and find lots of things to put in it. I found some plants in my garden, things like this. Oh, found some beautiful herbs in the herb patch. They smell lovely. I think that's thyme. Oh, that's rosemary, it smells beautiful too. And I found some moss. Looks a bit like grass, we might use that for grass in a minute. All sorts of seed heads. I found some stones from the drive at the front of the house. But to start off with, you need a container for your miniature garden. And I found an old seed tray that had plants in it, but you could use an old metal tray like either of these. Again, just ask Mum and Dad what would be the best thing to use and they can help you find it. So once you've got your tray, you need some soil. And I got my soil out of the veggie patch. And you need to fill up your container almost to the top, but you've got to leave a little bit of room because we want to put on some moss like grass. So, to start off with, in a garden, it's really nice to have a pond. So, you've got these little containers around your house. There's a little glass container that had a pudding in it. There's a little pie dish, another little container. If you put anything like that, it makes a great pond. So, I'm going to use a glass container and I'm just going to pull the soil to one side and put the little glass container right in the soil so it's level with the soil all round it. That would be nice. Then you take the moss and I'm going to put the moss all over the top, right up to the edge of the little pond I've made. And as you can see already, that one's already got some grass in it. It's beginning to look a bit like a little lawn. So keep putting the grass all round the edges here. And if you can see, the grass and the moss just come right over the edge of the pond. It's lovely. Keep putting the moss on. At the moment this moss is looking a little bit brown because it's been very dry, but if you give it some water it'll soon go back to being a nice green colour again. So let's just put that all over there. Lovely. Now in this corner, I think I'm going to have some trees. Do they look like trees? It's not too bad, is it? Actually, they could be some bushes. Let's cut them down to size a bit and see if we can make some bushes in the corner of the garden here. Ooh, cut them down even shorter. That's quite nice. Lovely. And maybe some rosemary. Pull off all the little loose bits. Cut a little bit off it. We'll put that in there. Ooh, that makes a very good hedge, doesn't it? Let's take some off here. One at the back. Make this one a little bit shorter and put it at the front, I think. Put that one down here. Oh yes, that makes a lovely hedge. And I found this in the garden too, which I think looks just like a tree. I'm going to take off the bottom leaves. And maybe we'll put him there. Or perhaps back here, next to the pond. A little tree. Now, in this garden, I think it'd be really nice if we had a little path coming through. So if you get your stones and just gently put them along in a line, wherever you want them to go, you can make a little path through the garden. Press the stones down. Very nice. And that takes you right through the garden. If you've got some bigger stones, you could use those as well. I just had little ones. So there's your path going through the garden. Now, what have I found? I found some beautiful seed heads here. I think it'd be quite nice to have those around the edge of the path. Put them there. Like little bushes. Good. And we'll put that back here. What else do we have? I think we need one more actually. Put one more down there. Lovely. Now, I think we need some flowers in our garden, don't we? I've got some lavender that's growing in my herb bed. We'll put some of that around here, around the front of these bushes. And I found some of these dried flowers as well. They look quite pretty. Let's put some of those in the garden. That's lovely. And I had a lettuce to eat the other day, and we ate all of the lettuce and just had a little stump left at the bottom. So we put the stump in some water for several days, and would you believe it, in the water, out of the stump of lettuce, a new lettuce started to grow, and I think that looks very much like a tree. So I'm going to pop that in here as well, put that right down in the soil. A little lettuce tree growing there, and maybe we'll have a few more flowers. There. Oh, it's looking to look very pretty. Now, I've got some pine cones. I'm not quite sure if they look right in there, but if you turn them upside down, they look like little seats. So I'm going to have some little seats to sit on around the pond. Put that there. That'd be fun. Come and sit and watch the fish in the pond if there were any. 2 little seats, maybe put another little seat over there. So that's all beginning to look really lovely. Now, the pond's not much good without any water in it, so let's pour some water into the pond. That's really lovely. So we've made our wildlife garden very pretty, but I think we need some things to go in it. So, along with the video, there's a drawing page full of insects for you to either cut out, download onto a piece of paper. Mum and Dad will help you do that, and then you can colour the insects in. Or what would be even more wonderful is if you just looked at the insects we've drawn on the page for you and you drew your own, and then we're going to put those into the garden.